Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take another look here at SUI, see what's going on. Before we get started though, I just gotta mention FOMC is today. By the time you watch this video, it'll probably have already happened. It's due to occur here in a short while. So if that is the case, just know future reference friendly advice. Don't trade into it. Generally not a good idea. Even though we have a few trades open ourselves, they were open previously, the majority are in profit. Actually, all of them are in profit, and we've adjusted our stop losses higher and or already secured profits. So future reference, SUI, for example, we took 29% on that trade here just this morning for my automated trading bot, right? Same thing with Near Protocol. We've got a Bitcoin and Litecoin trade open as well. So definitely recommend adjusting your stop losses higher just to ensure you walk away in the green in case things get kind of wonky, which is expected on a day like today. However, just to kind of preface here, Bitcoin's looking pretty strong with its power 3 manipulative phase here. Essentially, we're in an expansive phase, basically telling us here that we're going to break our local structure with a likely surge to the upper 85 to 86K to sweep that liquidation. I'm fairly confident it's going to happen. We've tried to do that multiple times already. It's failed, but this time seems a little different with good momentum leading in. FOMC timing is pretty poor though right now, so unfortunately that could throw a wrench in it. All the more reason just to be safer than sorry. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at there on the just the disclaimer side. Make sure you position yourself effectively for the FOMC. And if you are watching this a little bit later today, FOMC has already occurred. Generally speaking, you want to make sure you don't have trades open leading into it. Wait until after to trade. That's the concept. So when we take a look here, liquidation left-hand side, 2.4 to 2.6, roughly 240, 260. There's that upper liquidation range. It's not super heavy, but it is local. Majority of that 243 level, we rejected perfectly off that level. If you saw my analysis from yesterday, you'll know that 243 is a common denominator. It's a consistent number for this coin. It's also that descending trend retest, essentially. So it's no surprising that, I'm not surprised rather, that we're seeing the price action pull back a little bit here. Anyways, having said that though, from a macro perspective, we're kind of in the middle of a lot of different liquidation ranges. So there's nothing like definitive there telling us that we're going to see the price go in either direction. However, liquidation delta is fairly high, which is good. This basically tells us we have more longs than shorts. So that generally implies you don't want to try to short into this. Okay. Now, lately, the general concept is to do the exact opposite of what you should do. However, I got to kind of give you some heads up here. This coin, SUI, whatever you want to call it, is effectively performing better than most coins right now. And it didn't establish lower lows recently, it established higher lows. And we just broke our higher high structure with that break of structure we can see here at about 238. So we have a likely pivot point at 238. We look here at the open interest, we can also recognize 233 to 236 is that open interest area here locally. So people are adding the most of their positions in that area, therefore reinforcing support in the range below us. Okay, so that's kind of this area here. You can see that reflected as well with our points of control. Roughly 233 to 238 is that nice little support range for us. Okay, so let's look at the daily, work our way down. Let's touch on this little descending trend. Somebody asked me this morning in our chat here in a Discord, how do you draw trend lines effectively? Yes, you're going to have little outliers where the price action doesn't always match. Like it's never going to be an exact line. Sometimes it does work out that way, but for the most part, it doesn't. So you just want to mostly trust the moving averages. The 20-day SMA to me is kind of that indicator. It's this green line here, kind of letting us know that we're running concurrent with this descending trend. We haven't broken above it yet, so we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Okay, that's the general concept. It's never exact science though. Try not to get too stuck on like candle wicks or candlesticks. Just draw the darn line and make sure it runs concurrent in a lot of ways with those lower time frame moving averages. Just give you indication on trend reversal, trend shifts, those kind of things there. Having said that, we're under 50 on the RSI, but we're over our SMA. Stochastic and MACD both converging. These are very good signs. These are good momentum signs that are typically indicative of a break in structure, which is what we're seeing here. If you look at this, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6 days prior to now, which granted we haven't closed above that yet, where 238 has been tested and failed to close above. If we close above 238/240 today, solid chance we see further upside and continuation because the bears are starting to run out of selling pressure. They don't have much coins left to sell, so they're going to need to buy and pump the price action up. So that's generally where we're at there, but that's all the more reason why we're likely to see a squeeze here. We do have liquidation just above the price action here. That's this blue area here and just kind of letting us know that we are shifting momentum. Other momentum shifts is this here as well. The 50 and the 20-day SMA, that's generally a sign letting us know that we're above that we have likely continuation further up. Same thing here as well. We're over 50 on the RSI, been maintaining a majority of the time above it. We're over our SMA there. Money flow index is above the price. These are all tried and true indications that long positions makes a lot more sense right now than trying to short into this. So we're not by any stretch free and clear of this macro trend line. Right? That's gonna be haunting us for a little while. Between now and then, though, we've got these smaller time frames that are indicating that continuation higher is dramatically, it has a lot more statistical probability than it doesn't, right? And that's half the reason why we took a long position with this coin, right? It just felt comfortable. Everything felt good. Obviously, that was 2 days ago. The price pulled back pretty significant from there. But overall, we didn't lose our local low. In other words, most coins were exuding lower lows here, where we had parallel lows / slightly higher lows. Okay, you look at that versus just say Solana. Typical power 3 manipulation, right? SUI, thankfully, didn't see that. We didn't establish a lower low here. Therefore, pretty good structure, okay? Those are things that I like to look for. And yes, we broke our little bit of our ascending trend line. That's not that big of a deal. I'll update our playout charts on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord so you can kind of see that. That'll be available shortly, or just more so available if you're watching this, because I upload those first. That is available here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. So if you're not familiar with that, it looks something like this here. What was it? Yeah, this was basically yesterday, in case you didn't notice. Hilarious. I don't know why those things make me laugh, but the truth is that's just kind of the market win right now. Either way, I appreciate you watching. Be careful trading into FOMC today if it hasn't already happened. If it has, I hope the coin flip goes up, not down. But based on the structure that we can see here, the likelihood of further upside is higher. The only reason why we should see the price pull back is some type of manipulation that may occur based on whatever Jerome Powell says in his speech today. That's just something we can never account for. But we'll get there. We'll see it soon. I hope it goes well for you either way. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Have yourself a great rest of your day. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.